Okay, hello. Can you hear me now? Can everyone hear me? There we go. There we go. Don't know what was going on there, but it seems to be working now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to CC Sim Racing. I can sort of hear myself twice. What's going on there? Hello? I can hear myself twice now. Let's sort that out as well. Apologies, everyone that is listening in. Let's try monitor off. Now, can you hear me okay still? Just let me know if you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Fantastic. I was echoing to myself and it sounded really weird. I don't like it. Please help me. Welcome to CC Sim Racing. Cole's laughing. Great. So welcome to CC Sim Racing. I'm your host, Craig Cook. In the commentary box with me is the lovely Jesse Lanquela. Hello, Jesse. How you doing, mate? Again? I'm so glad you're excited to be here for the second time running. I'm exactly the same as you. I'm very happy to be here as well. We are here for round 3 of the Audi R8 series, and it's been an absolute brilliant series of late. And we got some new drivers, and obviously some of the drivers couldn't make it tonight, which is a real shame, but we have got quite a few that are involved, and obviously Nappy Sack's not here, but we have got Crafty Racing. Ted Tracks are just informing us there on the page, so great to see that. We have no stock on the grid, so we got a rush driver in, which was Paul Ebden, who was racing the Clare Cup, so he'll be racing under his stead. We got Ash Roy racing for Nappy Sack, and we have, if I remember rightly, if I just go through the screen there, I think it was, where is he there? Pop Motorsport, sorry. Pop Motorsport is racing for Dave Haslett. Unfortunately, he's not able to make it tonight either. So, welcome everybody to CC Sim Racing. Let's get some of this stuff underway, shall we? So, let's have a look at the information. If you haven't been with us before, this is the information screen for the series. This will give you an insight of what's happening. So, it's a 10-minute sprint race to start with. It's a reverse grid on race 2, 20 minutes rolling start and a mandatory pit stop with a lollipop man, just literally down and out. No tyre change. Super soft tyres, damage is on full, flags are on, penalties on weak, grid jump start is on, and that is only for race 1. So, track is Monza, Spa, Francorchamps, Nürburgring GP, which is today. Then we've got Suzuka, and then we finish off at Brands Hatch GP, which I can't wait because that's my favourite track. And I really should take it off once in a while because people get bored of it. Right, so here we go. Let's go and have a look at the championship tables. And as you can see, they're nice and big now, so everyone can see them, and especially me because I was really struggling. So massive thanks to Paul for helping me out there. So Dusty is in the lead at the moment, and he's literally disappearing at the minute with 90 points. Nappy Sack is unfortunately not here, so that could increase 64 points with Nappy Sack there. Carl has jumped into third with 53. Then we have Clive there with 51, who's looking pretty quick at the moment, third fastest. Then we have Jose on 46 there. Then we have Filippini on 41 after his cracking race last week. Then we have Dave on 39, Lofty 37, Stucklegren unfortunately not here, he's on 27. Then we have Benno, who is here, on 24, Crafty 24, Lee on 22 from Team Hard there, that's the eSports team. Then we have Stickman in 20 points. Pop Motorsport is here today as reserve, but he's got 15 points already. Haslett is unfortunately not here on 14. And then we have Lime Liquor, who's in the commentary box, so unfortunately he's not going to get any points today. But I might give him a bonus 90 points just for being in the commentary box. Yeah, that's a good idea. So let's have a look at these guys, and let's just have a look at the timing at this moment in time. So Ash is taking pole position, so the reserve driver has been practicing. I know he's been practicing because he wanted to get in here, and now he's finding the love for GT Sport after obviously we're trying to sort out GT7. Well, we're not. Liffney is. Ash Roy there in first, Dusty in second, Clive in third, Benno fourth, Crafty in fifth, Kel in there is in sixth, Filippini seventh, Jose in eighth at this moment in time, Lofty in ninth, Mr. Dave 88 in 10th, who's also racing for E-Team Hard there. Team Hard Lee is there as well. Paul is there in 12th. Pop Motorsport is 13th, and Stickman in 14th. It's very close to the top though here, Jesse.
The top 3 or 4 drivers have really the top 3 have been pretty tight the whole time, and I know all of them have been practicing quite a bit, so that should make for an interesting race up front for sure.
Oh yeah, Yes, it really will. So here we go. We are starting now. Everyone's getting ready. Great to see some faces from previous. Mr. Michael Taylor is also watching. Cheers, Mickey Taylor was one of my football mates from a long time ago. Looks like me, but I think he's prettier. Race one of the evening with your commentators Craig Cook and Jesse Lynn Quayler. And on pole position is Ash Roy. Second is Dusty. Third is Clive. Ben Owen fourth. Crafty fifth. Cole sixth. Filippini seventh. Jose in 8th, Lofty in 9th, and Next Gen Dave takes out the top 10. So we're going to take this off because we know who they are now, and we're going to leave this on. And I'm really looking forward to the start of this race. We can see the lights, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to go into turn 1, and hopefully, fingers crossed, after the lovely debrief that I sent them this morning. Oh, there's a roller! Oh, it's Benno big time. He's rolled, and that's going to cause some issues, and everyone's going to see it. Are they? Oh, there's a little hit there, and I'm hoping everyone's going to get round him, and it looks like a couple of people hit the back of Benno, but he's got away, and he's at the back of the grid. But it's Ashroy who takes the lead, or does he? Because Dusty's taken an inside line. He has got the outside line, but Ash has managed to hold it. Very wide line there, Jesse, but Ashroy has taken the lead in the first few corners.
It's just a heads up. They say I'm muted still.
Yeah, you should be okay. I don't know why that is. You should be all right.
All right, we'll go with it. So yeah, it was a good start. I was a little surprised that Benno bit it there at the start, though. That was a shame. So we like to see him in the race.
Indeed, mate. Indeed. Let's just try and get you back on up and running. So hopefully they can hear you now. Don't know what's going on today. So Ashroy is in the lead from Dusty, from Clive. So if you can just give me a shout there, Jesse, and hopefully everyone can hear you now. Hello.
Absolutely. Ask my people, can you hear me now?
Oh, there we go. So Cole is in 4th place at this moment in time. Crafty's just behind him in 5th. There is Jose in 6th place. Filippini in there. Looking forward to seeing how Filippini gets on today. Don't forget, reverse grid and a rolling start for the second race. There's Next Gen in 8th place at this moment in time. Lee in 9th. Pop Motorsport in 10th. So the sprint race is really beneficial just to grab a few points. But you know, really, you want to be sort of 5th or 6th, and then you've got a chance in the next one. Because I'm just trying to think now where they start on the rolling start. I think they start just behind the back of the chicane, don't they? Some of these guys here, Jesse.
Yeah, and you know, we noticed too. Jose's got a 1.7 second penalty. When we're talking about a sprint race, that's a lot of time lost in the pack. So I'm going to be interested to see how far back he ends up going.
Very impressive drive so far by Ash Roy, still holding off Mr. Dusty, who's been absolutely sensational, but he should be a little bit better than he was last week, but maybe he should be here again. Not being rude, but he was phenomenal last week. So there we go. Ash Roy is in the lead. Let's go on board with Ash Roy because he has got Mr. Dusty all over the back of him into the braking zone of turn 1. Can he get down the inside this time? Holds a nice wider line this time. He's going to get the cutback. Not quite. He seems to have dialed in pretty well there. Clive is in 3rd for CC Sim. Cole is there for GT Harwood in 4th place. Goes wide, does Ash Roy. That could be a penalty there, Jesse. That could be a penalty.
I think you might have let off just enough. It looks like he's okay, but definitely it's going to allow those guys right back in it for sure. Oh, and he is.
Oh, mistake there from Ash Roy. Now, has Dusty got enough? No, he hasn't. Wow, what is going on today? Ashley's found some like NOS or something. I know you can use that in GT7, but not in GTS. But he's absolutely on fire at the moment. But again, looks like he's out really wide again. He looks like he's made a mistake on that corner. And look at this. Now Dusty's down the inside, coming up to the hairpin. Clive's following suit as well into the braking zone, and Dusty's down the inside. But Ash's going to have the outside line, better grip there, and he goes on the outside, manages to cut a little bit of the gravel, but he's still there. But it looks like Dusty might sneak in. He has. Great move there from Dusty there, Jesse.
Yeah, and Clive really benefited there too. You can see him coming up on Ash as well. Got some good momentum there.
Yeah, watch out for Cole. Cole's looking down the inside as well into the braking zone. Cole goes through. Clive's got the outside line. He's going to try and hold that inside line. He's not going to do it there. And Cole goes through into 3rd place. Great move there from Cole. Great stuff.
Yeah, good clean racing. And now we got Crafty benefiting from all the argy-bargy in front. He's allowed him to get right back in the pack too. This is going to be a great race with you got 5 in one pack.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what we can see here, because we've also got Crafty on the back there. Filippini braking very, very late to try and get in here as well. Look at the glow of the discs in this beautiful 730 race. There is Dave in 7th, having another good race. There's Lee in 8th, Pop Motorsport in 9th, Lofty is in 10th. There's Stickman. Oh, there's a move down the inside. Is that Paul there, I think? No, it's not Paul. Who's that? Stickman. So Stickman's had a livery change. And he's having a little attack on, looks like it is Pop Motorsport and Lofty. So great racing from these guys at the moment. No change at the back there, but it's still Dusty from Ash Roy. Look at Cole having a look down the outside. Not going to work there. It seems like he's got a very nice line through there as Ash.
Yeah, they seem to be handling the tempo, and we haven't really seen any spinouts, which is kind of nice to see. I'm sure I almost jinxed him.
Oh, yeah, you did. I saw that. That happened yesterday on one of the races. I don't know what it was, like a real race as well. Somebody said about one of the drivers and ended up crashing out, which is a real shame. Penalty for Clive. So Clive had a penalty there going through the S's there through sector 1 and has had to drop back from the back of Carl there. So he's still in 4th, Crafty in 5th, now being chased down by Filippini. Dave's on the back of this as well. So it's Dusty in the lead from Ashroy, from Carl, from Clive. Clive's still got that penalty. There's Crafty, Filippini in 6th, Dave in 7th. Then we've got Lee in 8th. There he is. There's Pop Motorsport having a nice drive because he's just literally just sat in the chair. Lofty there in 10th with another cracking livery. Look at that. Benno Big Time is in 11th. So I'm pretty sure he's upset with that livery, seeing his teammate in a nicer one. There's Stickman, not saying that the green one's horrible, but Benno Big Time losing the back end there, and the Stickman does look down the outside, and that was not going to work, was it? He has another look, no, not this time, but look at Paul down the inside, the Stickman not going to do it, and we've got Jose right at the back. So was that Jose that had the incident at the start of the race? It looks like he must have
Jose actually
damage.
Yeah, Jose actually went to kill his penalty and ended up going down pit lane. I saw it on the first lap, so that hurt him obviously a lot.
So there we go. So it's Dusty from Ash, from Carl, from Clive, from Crafty, Filippini and Dave. Let's have a look at the messages coming in. Can't hear Jesse. Sorry about that, guys. You can now. Good luck, guys. Hi, Spit. Hello, Jose. Full send, Mr. Smith. We got loud and clear. Cheers, Dave. We got on deserve restart, guys. On deserve restart. Not too sure why, because everyone got away. But Dusty is in the lead. Ash is in 2nd now. Carl is in 3rd. So Ash is now. Looks like Dusty's getting away from it. Oh, he's really opening up the taps now, isn't he? Nearly losing the back end, coming through the first sector. So Ash in 2nd, there is Carl in 3rd, having a good run. Crafty is now in 4th, so he lost Carl, he's now into 6th place. I'm not too sure if we can have a look where that happened. No, we can't, so he must have lost it through the chicane. Maybe, oh no, he lost his penalty, that's what he did.
Yep, we're having some penalties here and there on the S's there, right after the start area. Guys seem to be struggling staying on the track there.
Yeah, definitely. There is Dave, 88 for E-Team Hard, doing a good job there in 7th. His teammate just behind him, there he is, Lee Duncan. Same for E-Team Hard in 8th place. Bob Pop Motorsport's having a good run as well. There in 9th. It's very open at the moment here, Jesse.
Yeah, I've noticed too. I'm interested because I know Dusty's up in front, but it seems like Ash has consistently been the faster driver. So I'm going to be interested to see if he starts peeling off some of that time and get right up behind Dusty up front.
Oh,
in fact, he is.
Yeah, he has. He's definitely closed him up, has he? Let's go on board with Dusty. There we are. We're on board with the championship leader at the moment. Dusty is under pressure from Ash Roy. Reserve driver tonight into the braking zone. It's better of it, and again, it's not really a place you want to be overtaking. And again, little mistake
good
here
line
from Dusty, and down the inside goes Ashroy for the lead.
Good
Has he got
line.
that done side by side? He's got the inside line. Dusty's on the outside. He could get the cut back here. He's going to try and stay wide, get the power on, and a little tweak there from Dusty, and Ash is taking the lead. But they're going to be side by side. You can just see Dusty there. So it looks like he's just in front. He's just sneaking in front now. Is Dusty going to have a look again? He takes that wider line, but so does Ash into the braking zone. Is there going to be an early turn here from Dusty? No, he just stays right behind him, and Ash gets that done. Great move from Ash.
Yep, it looks like we're going to have 2 laps left, so I would not be shocked to see Dusty kind of sit back and wait on this one now. But like we said before, Ash has been the fastest driver so far, so we'll see if he can make some distance here and keep him out of the draft.
Yeah, very impressed with Cole at the moment because he's just sitting on the back and is waiting for something to happen, but he's got back in the mix, hasn't he? He's right there. Crafty in 4th, having a good run after last week, so great to see Crafty there. Filippini's in 5th again. He's getting some good points here this week. There is Clive in 6th, so he's still steadily there in 6th place. There's Dave in 7th, Lee in 8th, and he's got Pop Motorsport all over the back of him. Let's go on board with Lee. And there you see Pop Motorsport just behind him, reserve driver tonight. It's starting to get a little bit intense with a minute to go.
Yeah. I'm impressed. Some of these guys who jumped in last minute, they seem to be doing extremely well, staying on the track for the most part. I'm happily impressed.
Yeah, definitely. So there we go. That is your view from Lee's car coming up the hill we go. And doing a good job is Lee. There's Ashroy. There's Dusty. Again, purple again from Ashroy. 153.8 from Dusty. Ash is going a little bit faster at this moment in time, but as Jesse said, very, very consistent. There is Crafty coming through, Filippini in 5th, Clive just behind them. So again, anything can happen. There's still 1 lap to go, and starting to slam those brakes on, trying to get that little bit closer on the exits, and that's worked out really well for Clive. He's right behind him. He's going down the inside into the braking zone. It's a very brave move. He looks like he's got it done, but again, it's just getting the exit right, and he does. Great move there, but he's now under pressure from Carl. So let's have a look. We'll go on board with Crafty because he's in 4th. We're going to have to take a look at the leaders in a moment. But we're on board with Crafty. Another look down the inside from Carl here into the braking zone. And is he going to get that done on the inside? No, he doesn't. Wide goes Clive. Oh, and Carl's gone out. Carl's hit the wall. Carl's gone off the track, hits the wall. We've got that replay saved, and we will have a quick look at that. So that was Cole there. Was it Cole? Sorry, I do apologise. It was Filippini, wasn't it? Filippini had got the same car. So into the corner they go. Clips the inside of the curb there, hits the wall, aero damage in suspension. That's not going to look good for the rest of the race. So Ashley still holding the lead, half a second in front of Dusty in 2nd. Carl, I do apologise, he's still there in 3rd. Crafty in 4th, Clive in 5th. Then we've got Dave in 6th now. Filippini dropped down to 7th. Pop Motorsport has got past Lee on track, and he is now in 8th. Lee chasing him down now in 9th. But they might catch Filippini with this aero there, Jesse.
Absolutely. I mean, that aero will slow you down in a hurry. There's some big, long straightaways on this track, so that'll be a problem for sure. That's a second or 2 lost.
So there we go. Ash still there. Dusty in 2nd. Again, with Nappy Sack not here today, this is just extra points for Dusty here, and a couple of guys might be able to catch up. There's Crafty in 4th, having a very good race. Clive's now to get that 5th. Let's have a look.
Dusty had a good line.
So Dusty's got a good line on the back of Ash, and it's all about this exit of the final corner. Under pressure now. Ash has been here before, so into the braking zone. Is he going to take this win into the chicane? Dusty's just behind him now. It's all about the exit of this final corner. He closes, stays wide this time. Tries to get the cut back on the exit, power out, and it looks like it's going to be Ash who takes this first win of the evening. It is. It's Ash from Dusty, from Carl, from Crafty who takes 4th. Clive's going to finish in 5th there. Next Gen is going to finish in 6th. Now, did Filippini hold 7th? Yes, he did. Well done to that man. So Filippini will finish in 7th. Great battle at the back there. Look at this. We've got Pop Motorsport, who's in 8th, finishes in front of Lee, who finishes in front of Stickman just behind there. So great. Oh, Lofty's managed to grab a couple of places there. So not too sure what happened there. Oh, did Lee must have had a penalty because Lofty's jumped him in on the track. So penalty for Lee, but it's Ash Boy who takes the win. Great stuff from Ash.
Yeah, that was some good, clean racing for the most part. We had a couple wipeouts, but that happens. Overall, it was a pretty good race.
So there we go. Ash takes the win. We'll be starting from the back of the grid in the next race. But let's have a look at those race results while we do so. So race results are Ash who takes the win, Dusty in 2nd, Carl in 3rd, Crafty in 4th, Clive in 5th, Dave there in 6th, Filippini 7th, Pop in 8th, Lofty in 9th, Lee in 10th, Stickman in 11th, Paul in 12th, Benno in 13th, and Jose in 14th place. Well, there we go. Fastest lap was Ash with a 1:53.803 on lap 5, a 1 minute 53.803 on lap 5. Well done to Ash Roy there. Great stuff from all the guys. Brilliant start to the evening, and a couple of people doing some messages quickly. So let's get that all sorted out. We will get this rerun. Sorry about the Mazda in the top of the screen there. So let's get this one quickly adjusted. Change the time as well.
No, and we're going to see what some of these adjustments these guys make. Obviously, Benno's going to make sure he doesn't start early. That's going to be the first adjustment that's made, hopefully. And, and some of these other guys, obviously, they're going to start back. And we all know it's about patience for some of these really good drivers because it can be difficult to be in the back of that pack and not see the front for a while. You know, they're used to being up front and used to qualifying up front. So it's always interesting to see how those guys handle it. Some handle it extremely well. Some of them don't handle it well at all. So that's part of the fun of this second race.
Oh, for sure. So there we go. Great stuff from Jesse. Great to see Chris Ball there from GT Champions watching. Obviously, I was racing in my first one in Division 3. It didn't go to plan, but, you know, that's what happens. You know, everyone's in the same boat. We're all trying to get onto GT7. We're all trying to find out what the fix is for the glitches. But everyone's in the same boat. But great to see Chris Ball watching us here from GT Champions. another race on Saturday evening, isn't it? So, I don't think I'm able to go to that one. So have some great race for me. But here we go, race 2, reverse grid, and we're going to see a massive change in this one. After obviously last race results, and as you can see, if we just scroll down to the bottom, it will be Jose on pole position with Benno next to him, Paul and Stickman taking out those top 4 spaces. So that's going to be interesting. Lee's up there as well, and obviously we've seen Lofty do some cracking stuff there. But the ones at the back that we're going to be looking at are definitely Ashroy, Cole, Crafty there, Clive. But Next Gen Dave's just right is in front of them as well, and we've seen how good he is. In defensive mode, haven't we, Jesse, from last week?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a few of these guys. Jose is a great driver when he's on a defensive edge, so that should be a lot of fun to watch as well.
Yeah, definitely. So race is ready. We're going to get all these guys on the grid as soon as we can. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, every guy on this track has to have one pit stop. They literally just jump in, jump out. That's all they've got to do. And so here we go. So it is race 2 of the evening at Nürburgring with me, Craig Cook, and Jesse Limquela.
Plus, I'm excited to hear you. I'm excited to hear you say lollipop again. So that's great.
My boy lollipop. Great to see new arrivals. Hannah Pickering has also liked the stream. Thank you very much, Hannah. Nathan Oldfield has also liked. Adam Husbands also. Dan Watts has shared. Thank you very much, Dan, and also liked lots of people. But look at this. This is the shocker of the rolling start. Jose is on the corner of the final turn, right? And then if we go all the way to the back, they're not even through the chicane. So these guys at the back are going to really struggle, but they're going to be so close. They're going to be so close when they get to the chicane. So as soon as that light goes 3, 2, 1, it's go time. So there we go. There's the 3rd red, there's the 4th red, and there's the green light. And look, Jose's already down the straight, and they haven't even come out of the final corner yet. And already Benno's on his backside, already Jose's trying to get out of the toe. So it's going to be Jose takes the lead. Look, they've only just got onto the final corner. Wow. So Jose's in the lead from Benno big time. Still the battles are happening. We're going to take these off and we're going to put this on. And there's wide goes Pop Motorsport into turn 1. And that's not going to help him at all. But it's Jose takes the lead. Benno big time in 2nd. There is Paul in 3rd. Stickman looks like he's really racy tonight. Lee's jumped into 5th spot there with Lofty in 6th. Pop Motorsport in 7th. And there's Filippini in 8th. Watch out for Filippini. Looking forward to seeing how he does now. He was very close to winning his first race last week. There he is in 8th spot. There's Clive. He's managed to get away, but look at the gaps. Look at this. Ashroy is just coming off the first sector there, and they're already coming down the hill. It's absolutely incredible. This is what we like about the rolling start. So there we go. It's Jose in the lead. Benno big time in 2nd. Still no changes there. There might be a little move down the inside here from Lofty on Lee. Has he got that down side by side? Great driving. Look how close they are coming up the hill. But it looks like Lee might just get this one. You can see Stickman in the background having a little battle, but it is Lee that is going to take the corner. He's got a little bit wide there. That could compensate. Lofty on the exit there on the outside. Is he going to get that down into the braking zone? No, it's not. So Lee manages to hold on for another lap. So there we go. Here come the guys through the next sector, which is the 3rd sector now, and Jose is there in the lead. Benno big time from Paul, from Lee, with Lofty all over the back of him, Jesse.
Yeah, and those guys are battling it out too, and I'm looking towards the back as well. Ash is having a hard time keeping up pace with everybody. That's a little shocking, given that he was the first qualifier in the first race. I'm a little shocked.
Already they're pitting. Oh, Benno big time's hit the wall. He's hit the wall coming into the pits, and he's nearly taken out his teammate at the same time. Let's have a look at that again. Benno big time's coming into the pits, and bang, he's going to hit the wall any moment now. There it is. He's just hit the wall. And
that's going to leave a mark.
Oh, don't believe it. So already Jose's coming into the pit. So Jose's in. Look how long that pit is. Wow. That pit is long. There is Dusty. Dusty's coming as well. So Jose's just gone out. There he is in 10th place. So he's the first one out. He comes off into turn 1, and he is the first one to pit. Don't forget, everyone has to pit. Mandatory pit stop. So Lee is in the lead from Pub Motorsport, from Filippini. There's Paul. There's Dave. There's Stickman having a good run at the moment. Crafty's up there now. He's already put the hammer down and closing up on these guys. There is Cole in 8th. Ashroy in 9th. There is Jose in 10th. So lots of them are coming. Jose, Lofty, Clive. Benno big time is battling with Clive at the moment. So Clive on the inside. Benno big time on the outside, trying to get the cut back there, has a little bit of a wheel spin on the rear end there, and it is still Clive that holds off Benno big time, but Benno big time's looking very racy indeed after that incident.
Yeah, I mean, he actually looked good in the first race. After his botched start, he actually came back and ended up around 10th or so, which is a nice run by him. I'm also noticing that Lee's really enjoying himself up front. He is absolutely pulling away from the pack, so I don't think he'll be pitting anytime soon. He wants to stay out front for sure.
Yeah, very difficult track to overtake. There's only a few spots really, down into the hairpin, the turn one, the exit of the chicane at the final corner. You might get lucky if you're climbing the hill down the bottom of the hairpin there. 4 major ones that really sort of spring out, but they all have to have good exit speed or coming out of the corner before. So we'll see what happens here. But it's Lee in the lead at the moment. Nobody else has pitted. Pop stayed out. Filippini out. Still Next Gen has got Paul all over the back of him. So those two are having a good battle. Great to see that. There's Crafty in 6th. Stickman has gone in, and so has Carl. So the man we need to watch out for is Jose. So Jose is coming through. So he's really he's on fire at the moment, isn't he? He's literally pulling away here. So Carl and Stickman are in, and you can see
another thing about
there already pitted as well. Sorry, Jesse.
No worries. Another thing about this track, you talk about not a lot of passing places, but this is one of those tracks where it's really important for you to pressure the people in front of you. You need to stay right up on their bumper and let them know you're there, and if they make any mistakes, you're able to take advantage of those. Sometimes it's not necessarily about passing, it's about just making sure that the person in front of you feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely. And while you say that, Lee has definitely made a mistake somewhere, because Pop Motorsport has either found second win or there was a big mistake, because he's right behind him now, only 0.7 behind him. Filippini's trying to chase him down, trying to get into that toe. Next Gen is trying to chase him down, but he has Paul over the back end of him as well. There is Crafty in 6th. Ashboy is starting to creep back. There he is with a 54.2. So these guys in front really should pit quickly, because the next guy down the road is Jose, and if we can just keep the concentration up, I'll tell you what, he's going to be very, very beneficial. He'll be quite far up in front of the pack here, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know Jose's a good driver. I think sometimes he'll get a little frustrated with traffic, but when he's in the open road, he's as quicky as any of them.
So there is Lee, there is Pop Motorsport. Let's go on board with Lee again. He's having a good race at the moment. You can just see Ashboy is closing in on them in the background. And as we said last time, making sure you get the exits right, it's going to be very beneficial at the end of this race. The rolling start has really changed things, as we see in the last race. It was an absolute corker with Dusty coming from the back to win that race from a very, very consistent Lofthouse, shall I say. And still, there we go. Crafty has come in, so Crafty's coming from 7th place into the back, and sneakily does Pop Motorsport. But Filippini's staying there as well. He's still in there. Wide goes Pop Motorsport, but Lee still holding that half-second lead here, Jesse.
Yeah, I know. I noticed another person too. Ashboy, he started slow, but he's got the fastest lap now, and he's got open track, and we saw how fast he could go in qualifying, so that's going to be very beneficial for his race as well.
Yeah, definitely. Where is Jose? Let's see, he's 8 seconds behind, so really, needs to open up the tap, maybe go in the pits early. 13 minutes to go. Anything can happen in this race, as we've seen before. There's a good battle going on at the back here. Where is it? It's Lofty and Clive here with Benno Big Time. So the two dump valve boys battling away here, and there is Lofty. There's Benno Big Time. Clive's now trying to get in the mix here. You've got Carl just behind those guys, and also Dusty behind him, I think that is. Yes, it is. So Dusty's on a bit of a mission as well. We have a driver in the pits now. Is he staying in the pits? Is he damaged? Oh, he's got engine damage. So Stickman has got engine damage, so he's coming out, and he's now rock bottom last, which is a real shame, because he had a cracking race last week.
Yeah, Stickman has some good runs sometimes. That's unfortunate. We'd love to see him back in there.
There we go. So Lee is out in front still, now opened up the gap and increased it by 1.2 seconds. Pop Motorsport has slowly disappeared now, and now Filippini is on the case. He's now in the tow, half a second just under behind him, and he's on the brakes, and he's making a mistake here into the chicane, and that will be very lucky if he doesn't get a penalty there. But it is still Pop Motorsport. But again, look, he lost nearly a second in Lee through the chicane there, Jesse.
Yeah, I think he overcompensated and came a little late on the brakes, and that cost him big.
So now it's a three-way battle for first, and this is only beneficial for those guys behind because Ashboy is also pitted, and so has Next Gen Dave. And look at Filippini have a look down the inside. Wide goes, but Pop Motorsport has a look down there, but not going to find a way, is he? Because Lee has literally just put the car where it needs to be, and that is in the front. And Pop Motorsport fighting again. There's Filippini having another little tuck down the inside. Goes a little bit wider this time. Still no change for the lead. So still lead from Pop, from Filippini, from Paul.
Yeah, I think Lee's making the mistake of being a little too defensive this early. I mean, there's a lot of time left. It doesn't hurt to sit back in second and follow somebody for a bit. He's really wanting to keep first, which is great, but that can be a mistake because you can lose a lot of track time in the process.
Yeah, big battles going on at the moment because there's Benno Big Time and Clive. Next Gen is having a whopping battle here with Lofty, and then just behind them is the band of brothers. It's literally Carl, Ashroy and Dusty all battling away. Now this is very beneficial because Carl's trying to defend from Ashroy. Ashroy's trying to defend from Dusty, and Crafty's just going, please take each other out. But it's great. It's a great little battle here at the back. So while those guys are sort of trying to settle down at the front, and I think, do you know what, very beneficial out of this is Jose, who's literally just put the mood music on, and he's literally cruising.
Yeah, he's got some nice open track. That's going to be a problem moving forward. We're going to see how the rest of the pit stops fall out, but Jose seems to be in a pretty good position.
Yeah, into the braking zone. Pop Motorsport having a look around the outside. Oh, he can't do that. That's going to be very difficult there. That could have cost him a place, and it has cost him a place, and that's Filippini through. Now, Pop Motorsport tried it, and that was really should not have tried it down the inside there. It wasn't going to work into the chicane. We've seen it so many times. He got to be brave. Around the outside there, it was very, very lucky indeed. He didn't get taken out, but Pop Motorsport is now into third. There is Lee in first, Filippini second, but then you've got Paul in fourth. And Jose has just gone into fourth place. Paul is in the pit, so very interested to see where Paul finishes off here. But a good battle here for second. And again, Pop Motorsport trying to find a way through. These guys should pit very, very shortly.
Yeah, and Pop's being smart. He's taking the race in line for the most part and not staying away from trying to dive in, which is good. It's going to save him a lot of time later because eventually he's going to be popping out and he's going to have a whole lot of company.
Yeah, you can see, oh, look at the battle behind here. So Lofty's got Next Gen Dave just behind him, and he's chasing down. Carl's now got on the back of Next Gen Dave, but he's also brung Ashboy and Dusty to the party, and Clive's just sitting on the back of there as well. There he is, you can just see the back of him. And this is starting to get pretty intense. Lovely lines coming through there. Wide there goes, who was that in the front? Was that, sorry,
was that Lofty? He's got a penalty,
really wide into that
1 second penalty.
And again, into the braking zone. Cole again going defensive, and you can see, look, Paul's on the back of this group as well. Ashboy gets the move done down the inside. That's a great move there from Ashboy. Has he got that done? Side by side, and again, no, Cole's got the exit speed, and he's managed to hold off. Ashboy having another look into the braking zone, not quite doing it, but look at Crafty. Crafty's on the back of this as well. He wants a piece of action. There is Dusty. He's just behind them. There it is. So let's go on board with Cole, who's in 9th place, because he's having a great old laugh here. Look at this. Having some serious pressure.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are succumbing to some of the pressure situations right now. It's great to see. I mean, it's tough to race right behind a driver. If you can do that, you can really make them think.
It's brilliant. It is fantastic. So Filippini and Lee are into the pits. No, it's Filippini and Pop, should I say. Lee stayed out again. He's trying to find a gap, but let's see where Jose is. Can we see him in screenshot as he goes through? No, yes, we can. There he is. You can just see him coming through. So he's a whole straight in front of Jose, who is coming down the straight there. Down is Benno Big Time and Clive, so they're having a good battle. They've already pitted. Lofty's there in 5th place. He's coming across the line. He needs to take his penalty, and he hasn't done so. And he should really move over. But look at that battle coming down the straight here. It's Ash Roy coming through. There's Lofty, who should have taken his penalty. Ash Roy is there. Cole is on the outside. Dusty's trying to follow suit. Look at this. This is fantastic. Next Gen Dave's going to try and hold the outside line and follow Cole through. And he might actually take Ash Roy here because he can't turn in. Look at this. Brilliant racing from these guys at the front, at the top here. Well, they're at the back, but they're at the top drivers in the championship. So it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and they're, that's the fun part is if you can hold one corner, you're actually at an advantage the next corner. So that's fun to see.
Oh, it's lovely and clean. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. All of them battling away there, and not one person going off. Hats off to the guys here at the moment. So there is Ash Roy. Next Gen Dave is in 10th place and still looking at that. And another little tap there from Ash Roy, trying to find that inside line. It's great to watch. watch. Next Gen Dave in 10th. There's Dusty just behind him in 11th. And Crafty is literally just sitting there. I think Crafty's just waiting for something to happen. There's a move! There's a move from Dusty down the inside of Next Gen Dave. And has he got that done? He's going to try and get the power down. That's going to be very tight. They're still side by side. Now, is Dave going to back off? Are they both going to go side by side into the corner? And Dusty's going wide. He's thinking about it and he's done it. Wow, this guy's on fire. Absolute fire is Dusty. So Dusty takes 10th from Dave, and look, Crafty Cuts is following as well into the corner, and Dusty and Crafty are going through. So both of the cars have gone through. Brilliant racing from these guys. Next Gen Dave drops into 12th place. Crafty now is there in 11th, and there's
Dusty just saved it. That was an incredible save. He hit the gravel.
Wow. So they're all battling away. Crafty's now having a look down the inside of Dusty into the braking zone. This is fantastic. Is Crofts going to hold it? Dusty trying to turn in. Great respect from the drivers. There could be a penalty. Dusty spun it. No, he saved it. Unbelievable.
He's got some sand on his tires, boy, and he's had a couple marvelous saves.
This is fantastic. What a battle. So Next Gen Dave's there. Blue flags are over. We've got 6 minutes to go. Look at Clive. He's all over the back of Benno, and Benno's got his... I think he just sort of gave that little weave there to say, Benno, can we just crack on, mate, because we're in trouble. Lee's come out in 6th. He's now in 5th. He's managed to get past. Lofty's trying to lose his penalty, but Lee is there in 5th place. There is Filippini just in front of him. It's a great job there from Lee. Could get a top 5 finish, but he's got to hold off. There is Jose, who's absolutely enjoying his race, because just behind them is an absolute gaggle of cars, and Benno Big Time's gone really wide. That could be a penalty, Jesse.
No, I think he got clear. I think he was good, but man, it is wide right there. The stewards are not paying too much attention in that corner.
So Benno Big Time back again after his holiday. Looks very, very refreshed indeed. But look at the train behind him of cars. It's absolutely incredible. It's Benno Big Time in 2nd, Clive in 3rd. Now can Clive find a way past Benno Big Time? Goes a little bit sensitive into that corner. Maybe he's a bit worried there, because he has started pulling away as Benno Big Time through that corner. He was very aggressive, was Benno, through there, and he's got through. There's Clive in 3rd. Filippini trying to get another podium. There is Lee in 5th, who's also on the charge. Then we've got Pop Motorsport, Lofty, and there's Carl. Ashroy just behind him in 9th. Crafty is there, so there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on, because Ashroy and Carl got away, and Crafty's there in 10th. Next Gen's in 11th, and Dusty's pulled right back, and he's now in 12th. No aero damage, so I'm not too sure. Something happened to Dusty there, Jess.
Yeah, well, he hit that sand, and I don't think he's been the same since. He hasn't been able to put it back. I will say that Benno is absolutely flying with a rocket up as you know what right now. He has cut 1.3 seconds off the lead in this lap alone. Oh, Jose better keep running, because it's crazy right now how quick he's catching up.
I know, absolutely unbelievable. 5.4 seconds is the gap. 4 minutes to go. Can it be done, ladies and gentlemen? That's a great time from Benno Big Time. A 54.2. Brilliant. Dusty with a 54.9. These are qualifying laps here, ladies and gentlemen, from Benno Big Time. Brilliant stuff. Look at the glow of the discs as they come through. That's a beautiful shot. Look at these lot coming through. Oh my gosh. Look who's that? Lofty. Lofty's in the mix as well. He's trying to get in here. This is a brilliant battle. Look at this. Lee's under real pressure here from Lofty, and also Carl and Ash Roy. Look at Pop Motorsport running outside of all of them here. This is a brilliant race. Look at this. Oh, there's a penalty. 1.5 second penalty for Lofty, so he's going to have to lose that. He's gone wide again. Could lose the back. Manages to save it. Brilliant save there from Lofty. But look at Crafty and Dusty at the back. They haven't managed to close up the gap. Down the inside goes Ash Roy. Lofty there, holding that position. He will have to lose depending on the start-finish straight. 3 minutes to go. But it is really intense, this battle, and this is only helping Clive and Benno to get away for that podium front place here.
Yeah, they're looking good. Clive and Benno seem to be working together at this point, just trying to catch up to the front right now. But yeah, the battle behind them is just crazy.
Is Jose in the lead. He's got 5 seconds gap, but his last lap was a 55.6. That's why it went down so much. Look at that, 54.2 from Benno Big Time. Clive's just sitting behind him, also doing 54s. These two are having a great battle here. Filippini has literally gone, do you know what, you guys crack on. If anything happens, I'll be there. But Benno Big Time has now got Clive on his Jaxie, and unless I go on board with him, it's Benno Big Time in 2nd, Clive in 3rd, Filippini just in the background. There's a little gap between him. Well, it's actually quite a big gap. It's about 15 car lengths, but never mind. I'm getting a bit excited now. Benno Big Time going through the chicane. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there from Clive, but he's managed to hold it. Good stuff there. But again, it's just having that confidence going into that corner, and Benno Big Time looks like he's very confident going into that corner. Still 5 seconds in front. Oh, he's got a little twitch going into the gravel there. Oh my goodness, it's all kicking off. 2 minutes to go, 4.9 seconds. It's another 54.6. What's Jose doing? He's doing 55s. This is going to be brilliant. We're going to have 2 extra laps here. All 3 of them are going to get through. Filippini in 4th. There's Carl trying to, and look at Lofty's lost the back end, and he did take his penalty either, so he will be disqualified. And there is Ash gone into 6th. There is Lofty in 7th. Crafty in 8th. There is Dusty in 9th. Got an Next Gen behind him, who is in 10th. Paul is holding there in 11th with Pop Motorsport in 12th, who's got aero damage and front suspension all over. I don't know what's happened to Pop. And also Lee's got damage as well, so both of these guys had a bit of a heave-ho. But look at Stickman still pushing on. He is last, but he is still pushing on, and I love that. I absolutely love that he's carrying on. So here we go, still Jose in the lead, 5 seconds. Benno Big Time still holding second, sorry, it feels like first. From second, from Clive in 3rd, Filippini in 4th, Cole is there in 5th. Look at Crafty, look, see how much, look, this is what happens. He's gone all the way into 8th spot just by watching these guys. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Ash is trying to run down Carl as well. It seems to be fluctuating between, it's about 7/10 of a second roughly, but he's been slowly reeling him in. I think he's finally running a pretty good lap this time around.
Yeah, definitely still 55s, 55s. Jose looks like he's happy at the moment with 55s. He's another 4/10 down on that lap, 4.7. He can see him, Benno can see him. So is this going to like open him up to be a bit more confident into the corners, make a mistake, get Clive back into this? Filippini's not that far behind, we've seen it so many times. Mistakes can happen, but it is Jose who's holding that lead. He's absolutely flying
Carl's
at the
going
moment.
Carl and Ashboy.
So Ashboy's there, trying to get down the inside of Cole, not going to work, but it's all about the podium places at this moment in time. Great racing from all the guys tonight. It's been an absolutely stupendous race, but it's Jose there in the lead. But watch out, Benno Big Time, because Clive's on your backside, and this is going to be intense, this final lap, 14 seconds to go, into the braking zone. And he's gone a little bit early. Clive nearly lost the back end. This is brilliant. What a great battle between these two. Absolutely fantastic. He hasn't put a foot wrong, I must admit, has been a big time. Clive's gone a little bit wide. They could get a penalty in that corner, but he's backed out maybe. But it's Jose in the lead. It is the final lap, 4 seconds in front. Now starting the jelly legs start to kick in now. But Benno Big Time has got Cole. Look, he's trying to weave, trying to get away from Cole's draft. Look at this, is fantastic. Into the braking zone. And they're still together, these two. There is Clive. There is Benno Big Time. Going to see him on the exit. Are they both going to make it? And it looks like they are. A little bit wide there, both of them, but they're still sneaking on the track. This is fantastic. Filippini in 4th, Cole in 5th, Ashboy in 6th. There is Lofty in 7th, but that will be a penalty at the end there. Dusty in 8th. So right at the back, this has been a massive, dramatic change at the last minute here, Jesse. Unbelievable.
Yep, and Benno just got dust on his tires too, so that we'll see if that affects him going into these next few corners.
Yeah, he's all over the back of it. It's going to be do or die at the end of this, but again, it's all about points at the end of the day. Into the braking zone. Clive looks a little bit early and thinks better of it. This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to stay with this battle, but we're going to look at Jose, 3.6 seconds, and they're still battling away, these two. So into the slipstream he goes. I can't even say anything. This is absolutely mental. So there we go. It's Jose from Benno Big Time. We've got to keep an eye on Jose. He's coming through the chicane, but Clive's having a look down the inside. He's going to try it. Into the braking zone. They're side by side. They both touch, and it looks like Clive's going to give it, and he has done. A little twitch there from Benno Big Time, and Clive's going to have a look again down the inside. We're going to take a look at Jose as they're coming around the final corner. It's going to be Jose who takes the win. Come on, Mr. Cameraman, turn round, turn round. There we go. So it's Jose takes the win. Congratulations to Jose. It's Benno Big Time who holds off Clive. What a great drive from those guys. Filippini and Cole come 5th, 4th, and 5th respectively. It's Ash in 6th, Lofty in 7th, but that will change. He will go into 8th, but he will get disqualified, so he'll have to come back. And then there we've got Next Gen in 9th place. Crafty will take 10th. A little nudge there with Paul as they got through. Ooh, that's not actually what happened. But Jose takes the win. Congratulations to Jose. We didn't see a lot of him, but that was a very clean race from him. Well done. But wow, Benno Big Time and Clive. And the guys in the mid-pack take a bow. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, lots of clean racing. Even that last chicane there when Clive got into it there with Benno, that was amazing. Those guys kept their lines, and they were bumping a little, but they both knew what they were doing, and that's all right.
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. It really, really was. And let's have a look at that. See, Jose says thanks. He's like he wants to rewind on the start from the last race, but wins this one. Oh, I love him. So ODS Jose takes the win. Benno Big Time in second. What a great drive. Clive in third. Filippini fourth. Carl in fifth. Ash in sixth. Dusty in seventh. Lofty in eighth. Next Gen Dave in ninth. Crafty takes 10th. After that, he was climbing the ladder there, wasn't he? There is Paul in 11th. Pop Motorsport in 12th. Lee in 13th. And Stickman in 14th. Very strange. We'll have to look at the replay and see what happened there. Got click happy and hit change tyres. Lost to right. There we go. That's what happened to Dusty. He changed the tyres. Yeah, it's easily done. That's why we did it. This is why we did it, because it just gets so into the game that you have to move down. You have to move the joypad to click I don't want anything. Because if you don't and you push the button too quickly, you start changing the tyres. And that's why we've done it. Because it's all about, your reflexes and your vision and what you're doing. And obviously vision wasn't too good for Dusty today, but great drive, buddy. But there we go. Fastest lap, though. You can have the fastest lap, which is a 1:53.884 on lap 10. 1 minute 53.884 on lap 10. That was a corking lap. We did see some absolutely insane laps through practice, but I changed the weather. Did I do that? Sorry. But there we go. That is your race winner there. Let's have a little chat with some of these guys. Hopefully, we got a couple of them in the commentary box. We have, which is fantastic. Hopefully, we'll get Benno Big Time in here as well. So if we can give Benno Big Time a shout, that'd be fantastic. So let's have a word with Clive. Clive, obviously racing for CC. That was a fantastic drive, mate. Trying to battle with him. Got the outside line on the chicane there. And obviously, you could see what you're trying to do, but you sort of like, yeah, okay, it's not going to work. We'll give it up. But third place, you must be really pleased with yourself after all the practice you were doing.
Yes, the hard work's paid off. I put a lot of time into that this week, and no matter what I threw at Benno, he just defended everything literally. But that was a great drive, and I tried getting him on the cutback on the very last corner, but yeah, it didn't work. So, yeah, I'm happy with third.
Yeah, it was an absolutely fantastic race. Congratulations, mate. Great to see you back up there. And, we got a lot of faith in you here at CC. But well done, mate. Brilliant stuff.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Let's have a quick word with Benno Big Time, who came second. Benno, wow. That was fantastic. You literally been on holiday. You come off holiday. You got in your car. You've driven it like a madman. You finished second in the second race. You must be over the moon tonight.
Well, is there any other...
Oh, there we go. Let's try again.
Just saying, is there any other way to drive it? You got to drive it like it's stolen. You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna lie. I think I could have won that if I didn't hit the pit wall going on the first lap. But I loved this. I love the Nürburgring. I think it's a great track. It was a great race. Clive kept us honest, going all the way through the rest of it. So I had great fun with Clive. So great racing to him. But good to be back. Nice week off, and let's do it all again next week.
Brilliant. Lovely to hear from you, Benno, as always, and great drive, mate. Absolutely fantastic.
Take care of yourself, buddy. Cheers, mate.
Let's have a word with Jose. Jose, obviously, bad race in the first one. Not too sure what happened, but you made it up for it in the second race as usual. I mean, that was a great, clean race. Kept yourself out of the trouble and won quite convincingly in the end after the incident with Benno. But well done, mate. How'd you feel?
Yeah, the first race I don't look. Somebody sleep. Do you read me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, the first race you said
Craig, I thought I did a
have
great job of staying out of trouble. And
he's there.
after that first,
Jesse, he's there. He's there.
oh, is he?
Yeah. He's there. He's there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't hear him.
Yeah, go on, Jose. We can hear you, buddy. Go on.
You said very well on the first race. I don't have luck. I have on the start grid. Somebody is stopped on the grid. I check him with him. On the second race, first I happy. I'm gonna see the next week.
Yeah, you did well done, mate. Absolutely fantastic. And let's see if we can get you back
Thank
up
you.
there. Well done, Jose. Great job, man.
Thanks.
And
Bye bye.
yeah, and what happened at the start of the first race? Somebody went and jumped the start and rolled forward, and I think everyone got through, and I don't think you saw him till the last minute and hit him. So that's actually what happened.
I tried to pass on the little hole on the right.
Yeah.
May I can't.
Oh, there we go. That's what it was. So there we go.
Mm.
Oh, lucky mate. But
Well,
great race. Great second race.
right.
Absolutely
Thank you.
fantastic. Well
Good
done.
night, everyone.
Wow, there we go. That was Jose there from ODS. Great driver as well. Great to see him back on the top spot there, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after that first race, I'm sure he feels much better about his evening now that he got a win in the second one.
Yeah, definitely. And do you want to talk about the North American series we've got tonight?
Yeah, we're running again tonight. You guys will see some of these races eventually when they pop across. But yeah, we've been doing the ovals on the first race and then a more technical road race on the second race. And the guys have been having a blast. And we're testing out GT7, see how it goes. But generally, it's been very good. So we're excited for you to run some of those races on here as well. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, definitely. We are doing reruns. I am going to be streaming them, but pre-recorded, and then we're going to send them out to on a live stream through CC Sim Racing. So yeah, the North American Series started last week. We've got a full grid as well, which is fantastic. A couple of little bits that we need to sort out. Obviously, there's still a couple that are glitching, but it's looking a lot better. So fingers crossed, next season series we will be there at GT7. So there we go. Thank you very much, Jesse, for joining me tonight.
Wonderful to see you.
Thanks, buddy. Lovely to see some stars as well. Thank you very much to Hannah for giving us some stars. Who was racing in GT Champions with me, which is cool. And also we've got some cool news coming. Can't really tell you a lot about it, but it's coming. Okay, so just be very Just wait. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, thank you very much, Jesse, for joining me. And that is the R8s for tonight. Join us next Thursday. Don't forget, we have racing back on Monday with the Clio Cup and the Atenzas. And then obviously then we're back this Thursday with next Thursday with the Audi R8s again. So thank you very much, everybody. That was Jesse Linquela. I'm Craig Cook. We are CC Sim Racing, and we'll see you on Monday. Good night.